One of the issues I have with positive thinking is that oftentimes when we try to negate a negative thought with a positive one, what we're actually doing is engaging the negative thought. So it becomes more salient and more noticeable. So it can be a little bit counterproductive. Likewise, it can be a form of avoidance of dealing with our actual emotional experience. And I suppose this is something that so many of us do. We tend to try to avoid dealing with intense emotions, particularly the more negative ones. However, the reality is when you push down negative emotions, when you deny your true emotional experience or indeed past emotional experiences, they tend to fester and they manifest themselves in so many negative ways that oftentimes we're not even aware of. And they can really impact the way in which we interpret other people, the way in which we interpret the world, the way in which we engage with ourselves. So it's important that we learn to be mindful of our internal experience, what it is that we're feeling, but not just at an intellectual level, at a very kind of visceral, physical level, to honor what it is that we're experiencing, to let that energy run free as opposed to pushing it down and causing like serious implications to our health, our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. So, learning to sit with your emotions isn't necessarily easy because oftentimes there are emotions are unpleasant, are uncomfortable. But this is part and parcel of life. And the thing is, nothing bad lasts forever. Nothing good lasts forever either. And it's about recognizing that life is about ups and downs and learning to engage with that, learning to accept that is so much more beneficial to you as opposed to continuously being on the run from what it is that you're truly experiencing. And I suppose there's so many distractions available to us. If we want to, we can avoid dealing with things for our lifetime. There's always a phone available. We can always numb out using whatever it is that we choose to use. We can distract ourselves. We can avoid dealing with our experience and go through life like that. However, we wonder then why we feel unfulfilled and unsatisfied and unhappy. And we try to fix things then through external sources. We go on courses that tell us how to be successful and how to be happy. We buy things, we change jobs, we change relationships, and never get that peace of mind and contentment that it is that we're looking for. And I suppose in order to acquire that peace of mind, you need to be able to tolerate the good and the bad. And we tend to really struggle with that concept. The fact that life isn't owed to us, that it's not meant to be good all the time. We're not meant to be happy all the time. And the more we can sit with that and tolerate that and challenge the stories that we have in our minds, because oftentimes what we're running from isn't so much the emotional experience. We have stories that we associate with emotions, and they're what cause the most issues for us. And the more we're able to fully honor our internal experience but challenge our cognitive experience, which is the stories and the constructs that we have about the way the world should be and about the way that we should be or other people should be, the better off we're going to be, the more likely we are going to be able to experience a fulfilling life. But then again, creating mindfulness and a meditation practice isn't necessarily easy, and it is something that I do a lot of work on with clients. So if it's something that you're interested in, if you feel like you would like to be able to better navigate your emotional experience, get in touch with me on my website. It is fundamentals.ie.